What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
We're back at it again, and with this title, we really
Sitting in different spots.
Yeah, we are sitting in different spots, but in this video, we just want to go over the 5 common mistakes that SMMA owners usually make, and the
Top 5.
top 5, and the mistakes that we've made during growing our business.
Particularly in no order, but 5 mistakes from us. We've made a lot of mistakes, so you don't have to. And stay tuned till the end of the video, because there will be the most crucial mistake that every SMMA owner has made. Sorry about the background noise. We do live next to a street, and someone with a nice bike has so pleasantly just driven past us, but they're gone now.
So, I'd say the top 1 mistake is not believing you can actually do it. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, is the fact that the only thing stopping you from getting or doing something is the limiting beliefs keeping you from achieving that certain outcome. For instance, people are like, oh, I don't know how to run ads, I don't know how to make creatives, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. You just gotta learn.
Have you tried?
Have you tried though? No, just throw yourself in the deep end and learn. Don't get fooled by some other person online saying that they'll do it for you. At this time, at the start, you have time.
If you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything.
So, at the start, you have time, maybe less money. So I hate to break it to you, like until you're like 20, 30K a month, like, you shouldn't be saying that. You have time, basically. You're not rich enough to, save your time. That's me personally, the first mistake I'd say most people face.
Saving time only comes when you're actually making money, and then your time is better spent doing something that's generating more money. But if you're not making any money, then you're not saving any money by outsourcing your work. Hence, do the work. That's number 1. Secondly, it would have to be picking a good niche, right? So make sure whatever niche you go into has 2 factors. Factor 1 is that there is a niche, there's actually a market, people actually work in the space, and the bigger the niche, the easier it is to get clients, because there's just more people. And if there's more people, more numbers, it's all a numbers game at the end of the day. If you can get out more numbers, then you can get more sales calls, and eventually you'll be able to make a sale.
So I'd say make sure to keep the total addressable market more than 50,000 people in the industry, more than 50,000 companies on the industry. So usually when you search that up on Google, it would say more than 50K or something like that. But usually, Google doesn't list all of them, right? So there'll be definitely more than that. Anything less, it gets too competitive and, put a lot more pressure for you to close because there's not many people in the market, right?
That's 1. 2 is make sure this niche that you're going into is not overly saturated. Because one thing is great to have a large addressable market, but if this addressable market is being addressed by thousands of other SMMA agencies, then you actually closing a client becomes a lot more difficult because there's so many others competing. They're bombarding the clients, the potential owners of these companies with sales calls, pitches, maybe they've been burnt out before, so on and so forth. So it's finding that balance between total addressable market and not being too competitive in this SMMA space. So for example, take solar. Great, huge market, but there's so many people. Run an ads library search about SMMA in solar. You'll see hundreds of videos.
All the newbies are jumping into it. Everyone's jumping in because solar has a lot of growth, has a lot of people, has reps in companies. We used to be in it before, but the issue is it's too oversaturated, meaning that it has existed, it's proven, which is good, but because of that, it becomes a lot super more competitive, especially at the start. If you're starting out in SMA, you don't have the results to leverage. You can't be charging up front.
And that's on both sides. So on the side of SMMA and also on the side of solar sales, because you see a lot of solar sellers or solar agents are actually new guys coming in who don't really have money, so you'll just be having a sales call, wasting time with someone who's not even prepared to spend on ads because they just simply don't have it.
Yeah. Plus,
a funny story about solar is, so there's this $1 ad that has been running for months now, and what's funny is that ad was actually our invention. No joke. If you look back, search back the history of the ads library, the ads manager, you can find the first $1 offer was actually our offer, and that we thought up in this exact department, and that was me and Abdullah just brainstorming because we said that okay, we need to get as many clients as we can, as fast as we can. How can we do that? We didn't want to say free because anything free, people are just saying, there's no way anything's free. So we said $1 to get started, and then we would just run a 2-week test drive, and that worked actually. We did sign how many, like 12 clients.
I don't know. We signed a lot, to be honest, but to be honest, like I'll go into the next mistake after, but that's what the main lesson from there. But generally, just go into a market that is not overly saturated. Look, every niche has its problem, but obviously saturation is good and bad. So don't go into something over super saturated. So I'd avoid solar, I'd avoid roofing. I'd go into something less competitive. I'd go something with a big TAM, not as saturated, and the service delivery is easier, right? So something more local like lead gen, right? Because that's usually the easiest to get results for, right? You don't have to do anything crazy. You just gotta run broad targeting and you're good.
With a special asterisk next to, you also want to have people who are actually selling higher ticket items. Lawn care or window cleaning, great, but their services are not priced very high. So getting a significant retainer from guys who do only that is quite difficult.
Yeah, so you should just look for TAM above 50K. Make sure that it's not overly saturated. So just go on Ads Library and look at how many people are in the market selling lead generation. So just write niche lead gen, you'll find whatever you want.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, and then the third one, you want to go somewhere where the service delivery is easier. Fourth is you just want people to be doing higher tickets in that area, in that niche. So like home improvement sub niches, construction. There's a lot of niche.
I think we've spoken enough about the niche. The next topic, which was kind of sliding in through this one, where we talked about the $1 offer, and that's the clients that you want to look for, right? So sometimes quantity is sometimes better than quality, but in most cases it's not.
Yeah.
Because you also want to have quality clients. If you attract 100 clients at $1 for 2-week test drive, chances are in 2 weeks none of them will pay you.
Not only that, I feel like my biggest mistake is you should charge up front for your work because your time is valuable. And I hate, I know some people are like, oh, sign free trials, but realistically, a free trial client is not a client. He didn't pay you. You're just his slave doing his work for free. No, I'm joking. But seriously, sometimes maybe at the start is good, like for the first month or two, but after that, once you get some more experience and learn the game and understand the game more, you shouldn't be doing free trials at all. You should be charging up front for your work because at the end of the day, your time is money. You don't have to charge. If you're doing free trial, you might as well just go get a job. What's the point? A job will pay you. So why are you doing SMMA for free, bro?
It's also self-selection. People who are clients that want only free trials are not going to be good clients in the long run. Because one, they're not going to have enough money for ads. They never do. Two, even if you do deliver results, they're not going to be closing. And if they don't close, they're not going to be satisfied with your service. So if they're not satisfied with your service, why are they going to pay you anything after that 2 weeks is over? So
Yes,
that's
sir.
it on clients. So that's 3 things right now. Number 4.
Number 4, sales. With SMMA, it's super sales driven, especially at the start. So you have to make sure. No one told me this at the start. I mean, I know sales was important, but no one really told me, this is a really important thing, other than outreach, you should be focusing on sales as well, right? So you should be focusing on sales a lot too, because how are you going to close those clients? You need to learn how to sell, which is extremely important. You don't want to show up on the call and be on a bot, like a bot. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to do outreach, yes, but then you have to also learn how to sell.
Learn objection handling. Make sure you have a framework in place because it's quite easy to get lost in the sauce, and sometimes you sauce yourself. So if you just have a framework, there you can peek with the side of your eye. You can just remember, okay, we've covered these topics, let's move on to the next.
Yeah.
And everything is on YouTube free.
Don't buy no bullshit.
That's the next point that we're going to cover. But for now, sales. Point number 5, and that's the most important, is don't buy no bullshit. Okay, I mean, I don't like that word, but don't do it.
There are a lot of gurus on the internet, like selling you to their products, and that you should avoid. I mean, unless you have a lot of money and like you don't really care. But for most of you guys, you're just gonna be confident that you're able to do it, because the way they work is they want you to like doubt yourself that you're not able to do it, so they can sell you. Because that's what we do as well to the people that we sell to. Realistically, they can get someone on Fiverr and do it, but it's just sales, right?
We don't do it. Obviously, they would have to go through extra channels of error.
100%.
There's a better service coming out of an SMMA agency as opposed to having a Fiverr client. Or you can do it. It's just more work. So we're saving the owner's time by coming to us as an SMMA agency instead of going to Fiverr.
Yeah, of course, but don't fall for like a lot of gimmicks online. Don't buy no courses. You just gotta throw, like, the only thing I'd invest in is mentorship.
That's what I was
because that's
say.
like one-on-one, and that's not you being sold to a course or anything. That's them teaching you from A to Z how to do this and that. It's more or less just support. We have one as well, and I've learned a lot so far because I put in the work. They can give me all the information, but if I didn't put in the work, then there's no point. So in the day, it's all about coming down to you, and with the first step that we said, you gotta put in the work and be ready to face the rejection in order to learn and grow.
So get a mentor, but actually take action.
Yes, sir. All right.
And ultimately, when it comes down to a mentor, even if somehow you mess it all up, you're not able to get clients, you're not able to get anything, you still learn something, right? You make a good connection, you make a good friend. Ultimately, you learn some life lessons that you can share and that you can discuss. So, as Alex Hormozy says it, was it Alex Hormozy? Or no, it's the other guy, big guy, I forgot his name, but it's like work, no results, but I'm a little better. Work, no results, but I'm a little better. Work, still no results, but I'm a little better. Work, boom, results. So
yeah. It's not gonna happen overnight, man.
Mm-mm.
And I know you see a lot. Everyone has their own path, right? And you just gotta remember just to stay consistent, because some people can do it in 30 days. Some people, it might take them 2-3 years, man. So everyone's on a different path. You shouldn't compare yourself to other people, because you're on your own path. Because you should enjoy the struggle, because when you make it, you're gonna look back and be like, that's really what I enjoyed, the beginning. Because after that, it's just money in the end, right?
An overnight success is long hours behind the scenes that no one really sees, but you only see the success. So take that into consideration before you're about to give up.
Awesome. So anyways, I hope we gave you some insightful. Hopefully the next videos will be more structured and better edited, but we're just posting just to stay more consistent, but we're still trying our best to provide value just by speaking to you all. All right,
thank you for listening.
Like,
comment, subscribe.
Have a
and
great
until
day.
next time, peace out.